Hey, sorry to whoever's watching. Got a little unprepared. Lost my fire starting stuff. Turn you guys so you can see. Welcome to the live stream. Get set up. Sorry, this is my first one. Wait for someone to get here. It's gonna be loud. Well, oh, hi, welcome to the live stream. You're my first one. All right. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of forging. I think I'm going to go ahead and forge. Oh wow, 3 people. Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be forging. Doing a little bit of forging. I'm going to make some awls, I think. Which awls are like little pokey bits you push through leather. So yeah, go ahead and get this on the fire. Apologize if I can't really see your comments or anything. I'm kind of far away from the camera. I didn't want it to get too hot. I'm not really sure. We got a comment. Hello. Welcome, Virginia Bushcrafter. Hello to you too. Love your videos, by the way, man. Very informative. Just let the forge get up to temperature. Okay, will you guys let me know if this is a little loud? The forge, I mean. Because I can temper it back just a little bit. Welcome to the stream. Wow, I didn't expect to get this video this fast. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of forging. I'm going to be forging an awl for leather work. So sharp, a little bit of metal goes into a wood handle. You just kind of push through leather. I'm going to turn this down. Mild steel. It may start raining up too, by the way. If I have to go off camera, I'll tell you real quick. Just about up to temperature. This live stream is just kind of a test. Hello there. Kind of a test to see if I like the live stream setup or if I want to do these as videos. And get some nice color on that. Put that back in. So I'm going to show you guys. Take a little time. Yeah, I wanted to make it all. I'm going to see if I can save this as a video. I'm going to finish off that leather sheet from my last video using this tool I'm going to make. Alright, go ahead and start removing some metal. I'm trying to do is thin this out into a needle point. Then I'm going to cut it here. That way I can put it in a handle. I might try to figure out, is that dinging really loud on that anvil? Okay, so I've been forging about, probably about 10 years. And it was really like getting into survival and bushcraft and stuff, and seeing how expensive the knives were. And kind of figuring that, you know, it's like it'd probably be cheaper just to get an anvil, get forged, and start making my own stuff. That was pretty well true. I got a really good deal on a good anvil. This is not it. This is just a chunk of metal, but really good deal on a good anvil. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw this out a bit. Yeah, I might carry out my anvil. That way it's a little quieter for you guys, a little bit better. It's not going to slip around. Just gonna... Give me 1 second, having some technical difficulties. Figure out how to do this. Never had it slip off my stand before. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's not bad, okay. I think I'm going to actually turn it this way. Well, no, because I won't be able to put it in. Alright. I think that'll be okay. I'm going to go grab my anvil. But yeah, I got into forging basically to make my own tools for bushcraft stuff. Same with leather work. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab this like 200-pound anvil. Okay, I think this is going to work a little better for us. It's going to be a little quieter, not going to move around as much. Whew. Give me a second. This thing weighs, I think it's actually 150 pounds, but I'm pretty far from my house. Whew. Man, I'm out of shape. Give me just 1 second. A little wobbly, but I think it's going to work. Should be able to toss a match in there. Get that going. Sorry about that, everyone, if you're still watching. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, and it's like I really like making my own stuff because it, I don't know, it's really cool. You make exactly what you want, figure out exactly what you don't want to make your own knives. Yeah, really rewarding. now that I have my good angle out, I think I'm actually going to do this a little differently. I think I'm going to taper it in the front until it thins out and basically falls off. And I'm going to, oh, hey, look at that. Hopefully this should be quieter. Yeah, that'll definitely be quieter for you guys. Oh man. Yeah, welcome all the new viewers. Appreciate you watching. May not be able to respond every time. You guys are kind of far. I'm making a little leatherworking tool called an awl. One of my future videos. Bouncing between a couple people. I don't know how accurate the thing is. I've had some trouble being accurate on some of my numbers. Yeah, it's saying it's like bouncing between 5 and 7. Back and forth. Alright. A little rusty. There we go. That forging, I haven't done this in a little bit. First time I've had my forge fired up in a couple of months. Just doing really light controlled strikes right now. Just to draw it out. Draw out the steel. And the thinner it gets, down, and the thinner it gets, the faster it'll heat up. It really speeds up the process. Right now, all I'm trying to do is thin it out, taper it, and kind of square it out. I like to make my awl square because when you're drilling for leather or wood, it really those square edges really help to move material, move stuff out of the way. Back up the temperature, right up on a piece of steel. Hit it at an angle. Yeah, you can see it. See it's starting to thin out. Instead of round. Turn it out like that. Got a roll on propane right now. After cleaning accessory. You guys know when he wants it out and down. Alright. Back up to the can. Look at that. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, we're getting there. Not looking like too much yet, but we'll get there. Let's see. Yeah, 8 people now. Welcome everyone. Get hot. Straighten that out a bit. I think it's just about time to go to a lighter hammer. Now that I'm getting it this thin. Okay, so the answer to if I bought it or if I made it, kind of both. On Amazon, they sell them. They're called Mr. Volcano forges. They run about $100 when they're in stock, and you have to put it together yourself, though. So it comes with a Brett, Brett's wool, I think is what it's called. It's an insulating wool. You have to cover it with cement, refractory cement, which I believe is called Satanite. And then you put a brick in the bottom. You have to wait for it to dry for like a whole week, and then you're good to go. But yeah, I put it together. When it came as a kit, I just bought it really quick because I had a cast iron charcoal forge for a long time, and that unfortunately got stolen. So I switched to this really quick, and I mean, it was $100. There's things I can do to make it better. It's okay. I mean, it's good. It's not very efficient. I could definitely make it more efficient if I wanted by putting fire brick on both ends. Make kind of a door to seal a lot of that heat. But oh, need to put a new handle on that. There we go. And I messed up my workpiece. That's okay. I think we'll be all right. Definitely thin enough to where I like it. Yeah, it's a really good beginner forge. I can really suggest it. I mean, I've been using it for a couple of years. It's falling off. I think this is a little better than I need to do. So maintenance. My camera spray oil the handles. Maybe make some new handles. A lot of them are falling off because they're antique. Like a hole in the ground with charcoal and a hair dryer blowing in it, that'll work just fine. Just start out wanting to see if you're really into it or not. It's more difficult to make a hollow grind since it's concave and say a safer convex or scanning. Yes, definitely harder. You have to grind it very evenly on both sides, and it's very apparent if you mess that up. If you mess that geometry up, it's very apparent the end result. So I think we got this just about where we want it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it one more good heat. I'm just making like a little spike. It's called an awl, leatherworking awl. So I'm going to give it one more heat. I'm going to get out some of these hammer marks, and then I'm going to round it off, and then I'm going to cut it here, and then draw that out so I can stick it to the handle. It's going a little bit faster than I thought it would. Okay. Maybe I'll stick the handle on and everything, or maybe I'll fork a couple of them. But yeah, it's a little bit harder to do the hollow grinds. I don't really do a whole lot. I typically do convex grinds because I do a lot of like outdoor knives, work knives, stuff that I really want really robust, tough edge on. And hollow grind isn't that. It's good for a lot of things. You know, really slicing, like if you're doing it like making a skinning knife, really fantastic. But I found in my experience in the Scandinavian grind, the convex micro bevel works just as well, if not better. It's a lot easier to do and a lot tougher. Alright, so I'm going to go now, and I'm going to round this off a little bit. high-tech piece of gear to cover my camera, and it's this wool hat. Just set it right on top. Hope you guys don't fall over. Welcome all the new viewers, by the way. 14 now. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, I prefer, personally, my personal taste, I like a good Scandi Vents. It's a Scandinavian dry vent, single double that goes into a convex. Like they're super easy to sharpen, they're really strong edges, but they're really great. That's been my years of doing like outdoor bushcraft, hunting, all that stuff. It's been my go-to on all the knives I use. I might go grab, if you guys are interested in some of my knives, my done for this. Maybe we'll have like a little knife talk. Some of the stuff I've worked on. I have a really bad habit of not taking pictures of my work before I like take it to people. And then it's kind of awkward to like come back and be like, hey, can I see that knife? Can I take pictures of it? Right. Yeah. Yeah, really great for feathers. Scandi right now, that's one of my favorites. Now I like to do Scandi Vex for feather sticker too, because some Scandi grinds, if they're really like laser sharp, they'll want to just bite it with a little bit too much of my liking. I'm not the best feather sticker though, so your mileage may vary on that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start to thin it out right about there. All I'm doing is taking it to the edge of my handle. Wow, this is pretty rough looking. Taking it to the edge of my handle. Here I get a little bit sharper edge. Thinning it out. And I'm going to go ahead and see where I made that like little step. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in. Do that a couple more times, and I'm going to take a pair of tongs over here and just kind of wiggle it off. I'm going to drop the water on. This is just mild steel, so it's not really a big deal if I can push some water over it. Now that I've thinned out that spot, it's going to get a lot faster. It's a little bit brighter there. Not going to put it off completely. Go ahead and cover it with these. Take it. Put just a little bit of water on that spot. That was some enough water. Harden it up. It makes it a lot easier to pull. Snap it off like this. Good. Let that pull up. Now we're going to forge purely with these tongs. Go ahead and slip these through here. I don't usually like to prefer to do it this way. I usually like to keep it on the big long piece as much as I can. Because it really lets me get exactly where I want. Yeah. Any of my loyal subscribers watching, shout out in the chat. That's nice and hot, as you can see. Start drawing this out. This right there. opening up. I wasn't gonna put a handle on it this way, but this is going pretty quick, so I might do that. I might just literally chop down a little sapling real quick and just throw it on there as a handle. Yeah. Thanks for watching my live stream, guys. If you got any questions about blacksmithing, knife making, let me know. Outdoor stuff too, you know, leatherworking. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna put kind of a shelf on here, like I did when I was cutting it. That'll be a stop whenever I put in the handle. You'll see, you guys see what I'm working on here. So, I'm gonna thin this out. That's gonna go way deep into the handle, and the rest of this is gonna stick out. So I'm gonna straighten it out, thin it out a bit. It's definitely a little bit bigger of an awl than I would have liked, but sometimes it's all or nothing. After that joke. Oh yeah. Yep, I get a little hot. Hey, heck yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff on my channel. Well, I say we, it's just me. But we do all kinds of stuff on my channel, you know, craft stuff, a lot of outdoor stuff. I'm on a little bit of a half of a hiatus right now. I just had a kid. So it's going to be slow for just a little bit. Making sure the adjustment back to home life was good for my wife and my son, my newborn son. soften the leather in, you know, a natural cream. Working this a little older than I would suggest, but I mean it's mild steel, so it's not. I'm not worried about cracks or breaks or anything. Like. I'm self-taught, you know, YouTube is a fantastic resource for knowledge and learning and all of that. I may not be the best blacksmith, knifesmith in the world, but, you know, I use a lot of all my stuff I use. So, as long as I like it, that's what's important. I thought about selling some of my stuff, like on Etsy or something, but Etsy shop before with some other stuff, different genre thing, and I didn't really do too well with that. Right now I'm just going to round out that shoulder, round this out a little bit more so I can put up with this. Now when I make awls, it's kind of like a knife game. You don't want it to be perfectly round like the other end. You want it to be flat so it doesn't twist, because if you're really pushing on a piece of leather, you don't want it to twist in the handle and fall out. Probably this is going to be a friction fit. Probably not going to use any epoxy like I would a knife. like a nail, just squared off. I'm gonna sharpen this tip later. Trying to touch myself with it. But yeah, I like it to taper out, but get really thick, because then you can still make the balls as big as smaller as you can. Oh, I can't talk. I'm making this room as big or small as you like. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna forge a couple of these out. Maybe I'll throw some on an Etsy shop someday. Maybe I'll make them like little gifts or something. Not gonna let this bit heat it up all the way. I gotta move it around. I don't want the tank anymore. I just want the main punching part to be hot. I'm gonna take it to non-magnetic, which means that it starts to magnitude while it's hot. That's where it's temperature. When it's non-magnetic, it won't stick to the magnet. That means it's hot enough to quench. We're going to do that now. A little bit of water quench. And here he snaps and pops. Looks good to me. Clean her up. All that orange scale off there. Make sure it's not cracked anywhere. Let it cool off. I guess I kind of touched it with the air piece now. Stuck in. It's still pretty hot. So yeah, so it's cool now. Yeah, just a little awl. I mean, you could realistically leave it like this and just curl the handle over, but it's gonna stick it in a piece of wood. I'm gonna go lop down a tree real quick. It's got some saplings that need to go, so I'm gonna go get a machete real quick, lop down the tree right here, and show you how to put a handle on it. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna shut that off for a minute, give us a little bit of quiet. I've just got a tree over here. I'm gonna lop down real quick and throw a handle on this. Okay, I think this piece will be perfectly fine for this. Let's see. Welcome, Aria. My shoe's not. Stop. Wow. Fell for the oldest trick in the book. All right, so I'm going to move this big old anvil out of the way for the moment. For my project here. If I forget that I put this here, let me know, guys. So I'm a goofy goober. Okay, cool. So I'm going to pick a piece of this. This is sumac, not poison sumac. It's a different kind. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out which piece of this I want to be the end. I think there's a nice knot right here. No, actually I'm going to make it a little thicker. That way I can always thin it out. I'm going to go ahead and thin this out a bit. Take the bark off. This is just a cheap cane machete for anyone who's wondering. Really like these because you can choke up on them. This one's pretty much got a Scandi grind on it, which is really nice. It does choppy, it does fine stuff. Figure out exactly how I want to do this. Let's see. So I put that in there a little deeper than I thought. Let's see. Clean up the bark. I think that'll do for a handle. I'm thinking I'm going to use that section right there. From there to there, that knot. I can always thin this out later. Alright. Thanks for everyone who's watching. Trick. Get really precise cuts. Just taking that bark off. I could also thin it out this way. Really depends on your bark. Sumac's usually got a pretty easy to peel bark. Just trying to get it down to a raw piece I can work with. I can always refine it later. That's the cool thing about stuff like this is you can always thin it out, change it, or if I decide I hate this handle later, I can always just change it out. That's the cool thing about learning how to do all your own stuff is like if I break an axe handle or something, then I could just make a new axe handle. I don't have to go to the hardware store to get one or anything. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I like the way that feels. It's got kind of a nice curve to it. Feels good in the hand. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. I didn't bring one of my fixed blade knives, so I'm going to use my Leatherman Super Tool 300. Might as well get up close and personal with you guys. Welcome all my new people. I'm making a tool called an awl. You missed the forging of this, which is a little spike. I was gonna just forge it and talk to you guys while I did that, and I decided I'm gonna make a handle real quick. So I'm gonna do, basically that's gonna get shoved in there. Sounds bad. Thin this down. Anyone got any questions, comments, concerns? Now that I can actually see what you guys are saying a little better. Can't believe you got me with the shoelace thing. Gosh. So yeah, just making this. Having a little fun with the forge. Peel all this off while I'm at it. Well, I gotta find our blade out. Clean this up real nice. Make it nice and pretty. Well, welcome new people. Making handle for tool. Impromptu, just cut a tree down to make this. Ooh. You know, this has a pithy core in it. So I think this is going to be perfect. I might not even have to burn it. Might be able to just throw it right in. That's awesome. Cool, cool, cool. 22 people, holy shnikes. Welcome everyone. Wow, famous. Making a handle for tool. I'm sure I might, maybe, I wonder if there's a way to change, oh, nope, there goes a bunch of people. I wonder if there's a way to change the title so I don't have to keep saying, oh, I'm making an awl or handle for an awl. They'll figure it out. I'm sure people who are watching, who've been watching for a minute, are sick to death of me explaining that. I'm not really sure. This is my first live stream. I'm not really sure how they work or how to like set it up to where I can change the title. I don't know if I can change it while it's running. I probably will change this handle out eventually, but just for the sake of the video or the live stream, I think I'm definitely gonna make this for you guys. So all I'm doing is cleaning that up. Sweaty today. Let's see. Clean it up. Yeah, there we go. Gonna dull out my knife a little bit, but it'll make this a lot faster and a lot more precise, more comfortable in the hand. Pardon the noise if you can hear the cars and see the cars through the trees in the background and everything. I'm just in my yard. I'm not quite as rural as I would like to be. But yeah. Yeah, I'd say I'm learning a lot from this live stream. I think I need someone to read comments for me. I think I want to prepare a little bit better with some of the content. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to show you this pithy core. So pith is, when I say pithy, sorry, I'm going to hit you guys with that piece of wood. So if a tree is pithy, it's got a soft core, which is going to work really well for this. Because I'm going to be shoving, oh, I thought I lost it. I'm going to be shoving this in there. I think it should just basically slide right in. I might have to make a little bit of a hole. Oh my gosh, it's just going right in. I am going to try to drill a little bit with another awl. Actually, I could probably just use this. I could probably use the tool to make its own handle. So I'm going to take this, put it in there, twist, twist, twist. Yep, that's working. Widen that hole out just a little bit. I don't need it too terribly wide. And then I'm going to probably tap it in there with a hammer right up to here. just so it'll be seated really well, and then I'll have a little really primitive awl. I don't want to use a hammer. I don't think for this. I think I'm going to use a stick. Good thing I just cut this tree down. I still got to sharpen it anyway, so we're going to go ahead and tap it in on there. Hopefully I don't split this piece of sapling that I'm putting it into for the handle. Looks like I might. You know, I think for the sake of the video, maybe I'll do a burn-in, just because it's a little bit more interesting to look at. I think I'm going to do that. It's going to be a little bit safer too. This is a pro tip. If you're wanting to relight a forge that's still hot enough to light a match but not hot enough to light the gas, keep a box of matches with you. Toss it in, it'll light up. You'll get a little flame, and you'll be able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in there. I'm going to get this in pretty hot, not so hot that it ruins the heat treatment that I did on the tip. I didn't even check the chart. If it is or if it isn't, it's not a big deal. This egg is really thin, so it should be able to go in there really good. Should get up to the right temperature pretty quick. Usually I wouldn't suggest doing this with a green piece of wood like this. That's dangerous. She's going to be a little off center. I think it's going to be okay. Sorry for watching this long. I don't want to make you nervous. But despite what's going on, I do know what I'm doing. It's all about the heat, pushing it a little bit, push down, launch pressure heat, until you can get it in exactly as far as you want this much time. Other things like this, I keep it with screwdrivers. Not as hot as I'd like for it to be. We're going to go pushing it again. Try to guide it in the direction that I want. Danger that comes with this is green wood. It can build up steam inside the handle and actually explode. So stay tuned. Okay, watch me explode this piece of wood. But I mean, I'm doing it little by little, so it won't be much of an issue. Again. We just creep it up little by little. Alright, I'm going to look on camera. I'm actually going to switch tongs. These are wolf jaw tongs. See, it's got the little round bit at the end. I don't want this off better. You learn to deal with it. It toughens your knuckles up. We're going to push it about another half inch. I'm going to say that's good. Then I'll pour it down another one. Maybe let me know in the chat if you're interested in watching me. Like, maybe I'll pour it like a little knife or something. That's real hot now. Let's see. yeah, I'll let this cool up while I'm out. Stop that for a minute. Pull that off. It should be good. Ooh, still pretty hot on that end. All right, but yeah, that's just basically it. Forge your shape. Sorry. Forge your shape. This is a real rough one. Flat, so it doesn't twist when you're using it as an awl. Push it in. And yeah, there you go. Basically what you'll use this for. Wish I would have brought a piece of leather. Oh, a piece of leather right over here. It's been sitting outside for a few days. No, I don't. Anyway, what you use this for is awl. Use a piece of this rotten wood. Basically, you just, it's not sharpened right now either though, so you just push it through the leather, kind of hold it on either side. You can do it with wood too, that's why I like to make them square. And drills little holes. It's perfect. It's like a little, really primitive drill. I really like the way this looks too. You know, it's very rough. It's very primitive. Yeah, I think I'll forge it a couple more. Oh, cool, cool. Thank you, Virginia Bushcrafter, for letting me know that. You're much more well-versed in YouTube than I am. I've only been on YouTube about a little over a month, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to refine this handle a little bit more. Sit with you guys and then think of what piece of scrap steel I want to use to make something with. I'm actually going to pull that out if it'll let me. And since this wood is green, it'll thin out as it dries. And that can either be a good or bad thing. So it may, this piece of wood may crack as it dries, which would suck, but I mean, I could just make another. I mean, it took me, what, 5-10 minutes? But yeah. Yeah, you guys interested in watching me forge something else, or should I call it here? I've been going for about an hour. So if you want to watch me forge some more stuff, let me know. I'm just putting a little chamfer, a little bit of a bevel. That's where you just kind of see how it's sharp on this side's smoother, round it out. That was almost bad. I swear I know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Virginia Bushcrafter. Oh. Yeah, it's been really fun doing the YouTube thing. It's been a really good excuse for me to get back to, like, this is the first time I forged in a long time. I think last time I forged something, it was just something small. I think I forged a fire steel. Maybe I'll forge a fire steel next if someone's interested. But yeah, been really enjoying the YouTube stuff. I know I've said this in my videos, but yeah, I keep getting told not to beat myself up so much in my videos and be like, well, I'm just new and all that, but I am. So I mean, I know I'm not the best at doing the videos yet. I'll get better with time. Yeah. Yes, live stream thing was kind of cool. I need another person here, I think, to read, because it's kind of hard. Because I mean, that forge is pretty far. It's probably a good 8 feet from the camera. My eyes are not so good to see that far. Yeah. know, I forgot to check to see if this awl was hardened. Another thing with the Leatherman Super Tool 300. Got a file. Moment of truth. So this end should be soft. So soft metal, when it's, you know, not hardened or anything, should sound. Actually, it sounds like it's skating a bit. Oh, there we go. Kind of, you can hear it grinding. Very soft, dull noise. When it's hardened, kind of zippy. You can kind of hear that it's hardened. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little rudimentary tip on this real quick with this file. See how hard it is or isn't. Yeah, that's soft. Okay. It's harder than the backside, but it's still soft, which is okay. It doesn't need to be particularly hard. I do have some good spring steel that I might use to make another one. You can kind of see I'm just putting a real quick and dirty tip on there. I'm stupid. I just realized that I was looking around for leather or something like leather to show you guys on, and I'm wearing a big old leather apron. And it doesn't really matter if I poke a hole, but yeah, I can show you guys a little bit of a demo. You have your awl, you have your piece of leather you want to work with. You just kind of, oh, I almost got myself. Okay, I'm going to commit to a little bit more of a centerpiece. Kind of helps you push through. I use one of these when I make knife sheaths. Any of my leather work really that requires stitching. It just gives you a little hole. Yeah. Yeah, they're really handy little tools. I've used them for all kinds of stuff. You can drill holes in wood with this too. Yeah, anyone watching, check out Virginia Bushcrafter's videos. He's got a lot of really good videos. Very informative. Shows a lot of really good techniques. I think you should be able to just like click on his name in the chat and go to his channel that way. Yeah, really cool guy. Do one more side. I don't want this too sharp because it is pretty soft. I mean, this is just some round stock from the hardware store, so it's nothing special. Yeah, there we go. I'd say it's good enough for government work. Let's see. This doesn't focus like when I'm normally filming a video. But yeah. Little awl. Handle's a bit long. I might shorten that up still. I was actually thinking about doing I have some deer bone. I think it'd be really cool to cut the end off of a piece of deer femur and put an awl in there, and it'll give you a nice broad end if you wanted to really, you know, crank down and push on something to drill through. But yeah, this will dry out and it'll tighten around that piece of steel. This is a pretty big awl. I don't think this will be one of my ones I carry with me. No problem. Alright, but yeah. Alright, you guys interested? It's getting a little dark. Are you interested in watching me forge out a fire steel or something? Or do we think this is good where we're at? Call it a day. Just gonna put some rough carvings on here, make it look a little more hand carved, because it is. I don't like to make my pieces too perfect when it comes to wood. That's why I don't really like the wood turned handles for knives and stuff. They're just so smooth and don't have any character. It's like, it's very, you know, useful for bowls and stuff, but I'd rather have a bowl with some character personally. Welcome any new people. Just finishing up a little project. Maybe gonna start another. Someone lets me know they want to see that. This has just been kind of a test. I've never done a live stream, so I thought I would do this, and I don't know if I'll be able to. I should be able to. If I can post it as a video, I should be able to save it and edit it down into a more cohesive video, I believe. I'll mess around with it. But yeah, welcome new viewer. Just carving a little handle, forged a little awl for some leather working I'm gonna do. I think I might go grab another piece of steel. I think I'm gonna grab another piece of steel. Well, I got the forge still out and everything. A little bit of quiet carving. This isn't the knife I would typically use for this. I'd typically be using one of my belt knives, but I took it off right before it came out because I didn't want to overheat the leather. Yeah, I'll call her done. I think she looks pretty good. It's quick and dirty, you know. All I whipped out in a little under an hour. Got a nice little crook in it so I can kind of really push. I think I'll probably, maybe I'll switch to the, I'd probably need to switch to my other video and film that part 2 of the leather making. Got a train coming anyway, so I think this is, oh, of course there's a bunch of people coming in right at the end. Welcome everyone. Sorry about the train, I was near the train tracks. Wait for that to pass. If all these new people stick around, oh, there they start dropping off. If I stay around 20 people, I think I'll forge something. Sorry, I keep being wishy-washy, deciding whether or not I want to do that. I expected maybe like 5 people to watch this. I didn't make like an announcement or anything. Now I'm just feeling for any rough spots. Usually around these knots it's pretty rough. I want to completely get rid of that. Welcome new people. I don't know if people are like leaving and coming back, or YouTube's kind of weird with some of the view stuff. I don't know about any of the YouTubers watching, but it's like I have YouTube Studio, and then I look at my analytics on my actual YouTube app, and it'll say that a video has like X amount of views, and then I'll go to look at it on the studio, and it'll say I have like 500 more or 500 less. You know, it's like always like a really big number, but then I go to the actual video and the number's completely different there too, so I don't really know how all that stuff works. I wonder if there's a way. Let's say I thought there may be a way to see, because it's like it doesn't really show me who all's coming in and out like a Twitch stream or something. But that might be a setting or something I can change. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna... Let me see where I'm at on propane. This tank was less than half full when I started, and I ran for like 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty much out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know if you like this or not. Always different numbers. I have no idea what. Yeah, no, it's really weird. Yeah, not really sure. YouTube's kind of odd. Yeah, but really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching me forge this cool little guy. I'm gonna go on to the next video and show you how to use it. So tune in for that video where it's a part 2 of making a knife sheath. I'm gonna be filming that here as long as I got good battery and good light. But yeah, I might have to break that one up into 2 days. This one took me a little longer than I thought. But yeah, we'll all get out in the woods, stay safe, and yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think I like this. I think I want to have someone help me, like, you know, read out stuff to me and stuff so I can focus on working but talk to you guys without having to, you know, go all the way from the forge and be, what does it say? Yeah, because it's itty bitty little words. But yeah, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, go check out the Virginia Bushcrafter. Should be able to click his name in there in that comment chat section. Check out his videos. He's got a lot of really good videos. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna finish up that sheath. I'm gonna post that hopefully in the next day or two. Like I said, I just had a kid, so I'm kind of on a little half hiatus right now. I'm doing the minute must-haves, but those are kind of quick and easy, you know, for me. It takes like 5 minutes to film tops, but yeah, get out in the woods, stay safe, and maybe make something. Thanks for tuning in, guys.